God that called us has called us for a purpose. Let us obey God in totality. Obedience is the best sacrifice to God. Bible told us in Genesis chapter number 12, from verse 1. God told Abraham,
Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee.
beloved, God told Abraham. Abraham himself, he seemed comfortable in the zone he was. But God saw that it was not good enough. He asked him to depart from his own country, his own village, his own city, to go to a place that he will show him. Mark you, God had not pronounced where he was going to. Obedience to God. He obeyed. A man that refuses to obey the authority is likely to that man that does not hear God. So you must obey in totality for you to get what you want. For you to obey God, you need to hear God's voice. Design it for it to come to pass. In every kindred, there are leaders. For Abraham to leave his father's house, his kindred, is likely to a man that lived in 34 camp, left to Renigbe, to a city where God has designed to make him glorious. So wherever you are, when God speaks to you, ability to hear him and obey him is the successfulness of life. What have you done that is giving you profit today? It's because you hearken to the voice of God diligently. What is it? A man that works in an enterprise that refuses to obey the authority of that company will not stay long in that place. There will be a time the authority will find him or her wanting of disobeying the rules and regulations of that place. Then he or she will be forced to bow. So obey God so that your environment will be profitable to you and to those that habit with you. So Abraham departed. The next verse.
Verse 2. And I will make thee a great nation.
Yes.
And I will bless thee and make thy name great.
This is the promise of God.
And thou shalt be a blessing.
God said it shall be a blessing. I will give you a place to go. But the place was not mentioned. He obeyed. Beloved, how obedient are you to the voice of God? Peradventure you have been here. You might be a pastor, you might be an elder, you might be a singer, you might be in any group of the church. You are a member, a solidified member. But the moment you start creating your law inside the church, outside the church rules and regulations, you are a rebel. Abraham obeyed, and he didn't question God. He followed in obedience. Cain and Abel was brought on board by God himself. He told them, give me to it. It was a testing ability. Both of them has. Cain has. Abel has. The Lord himself is the possessor of Abel and Cain. He has all. You know, the Lord promised us, and he told us vividly. He said, if I were hungry, the best in the hill, they are mine, I will kill and eat. But he decided to test the ability of these two brothers. One thought he was wise. The other one said, the Lord provided for me. Let me give back to him. Obedience to God. Bible told us, Abel went to his flocks and looked for the fattest of it all and gave to God. Cain said he was wise. He went to his bound because he was a farmer. Look for the remnant type of yam. The one a doma we call a nyano yamba. He said after us, he's going to go through burnt offering. The Lord frowned at it. Bible told us then there was a sign to know that God accepted your offering. This only sign then was that the smoke will go up to heaven. And the one the Lord is not pleased about, then the smoke will rove about. When Abel did his own, Bible told us the smoke went to heaven. And God was satisfied with it. But that of Cain, when he put it in the offering joint, the smoke was pursuing him about. Then he knew he has erred. Bible told us he became angry of his brother. The heart of man. Bible said it is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Why did he not go and confront the person that said, sacrifice unto me? He knew he would not be able to confront him. He killed his brother. For you to know that good thing is good. Abel died. His blood went to God. God also used a word on Cain. He said, for this cause, you shall become a fugitive and a wanderer. In other words, there will be no base for him. Let's go to Romans 8, verse 14.
For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God.
Are you led by God? Are you standing by his principle? Are you operating in his name? Do you even remember him in what you do? When these things are there, then God has focus on you. God has a trust on you to do. Obedience to God. Obey God and obey your husband. Your husband is your defender. Is your solicitor. Is your advocate. Do you know there's no how small a man will be? When the wife is embarrassed, the man must act. True or false? So men, take up your position. Women, respect those that have rules over you. Like I told you here before, you don't respect your husband, you are coming to bow before me. You deceive yourself. Respect the man that pay your bed price first. Give him a holy kiss before you can come to the church to respect me as your pastor. If you come to respect me as your pastor and you don't respect your husband, you are an hypocrite. Rise on your feet. O Samuel, Baba o. Jesu na ba